Yo, 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 what's going on? Non is it, non ascension, what's going on? Yeah, so I wanted to do a little video real fast, real quick. And it was a couple other topics I wanted to speak on, but it just lost. It just man. That's why I need to jump on it when necessary. By all means necessary. No, excuse me. I need to jump on it as soon as possible. As soon as I get the thought, by any means necessary, I should be jumping on this damn camera, this recorder, making videos. Um, yeah, I want to talk about graffiti. I know people, is very aware of graffiti and things like that. I get it, but I be riding around these neighborhoods and these so-called black neighborhoods, and they got graffiti everywhere. Whether it has something to do with their name, um, something to do with gang affiliation, gang related relations, whatever. You know what I mean? But when you're looking at that graffiti, the reason why we do it because, like I said, well, I don't know, I don't think I spoke on that, where we used to put markings on walls and stuff like that, but it was of significance. So you got these so-called black people out here that's manipulating the messages. You know what I mean? So in other words, they are implementing or they're basically inscribing markings into these houses that signifies Satan and the devil. Satan and the devil. You know what I mean? Satan and the devil. They are Satan and devil markers that they're putting on the walls. You know what I mean? And those markings are being picked up by the people, pedestrians, people that live within that society, aka neighborhood, to distort the minds of the people. You got some individuals within the neighborhood that, disapprove of it, but they not going to do nothing about it because they're afraid. You know what I'm saying? In other words, they afraid of Satan and the devil. And another thing, since these people, this is for the religious people. They care so much about the people and being into Jesus, spreading the word, but they not out there putting in the work like they think they are. You know what I'm saying? If you're a real Jesus fan, or even with Islam, y'all need to be out there changing the neighborhoods, but they not going to be doing that. They not going to play to Jesus Christ, because Jesus Christ would have been out there making sure and enforcing that those distortions don't get placed in the neighborhoods. But they waiting on Jesus to turn this place into a new Jerusalem, and that ain't gonna happen. They ain't gonna turn your neighborhood into some damn Jerusalem. It's not gonna happen. So you got people that disapprove of it. They care about the neighborhood, and that goes for these fake ass gangsters too, because they sit up there and talk about, they buy the block. It's my hood, my neighborhood. I'm the mayor of the neighborhood, this and that, but you got graffiti, trash, all kinds of mess all up in your neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? That's because these guys are fake. They frauds. You know what I mean? They fake and they phony. You know? Straight like that. But yeah, let me see something. Give me a second. Yeah, so yeah, with that being said, these graffiti markings are low frequency low frequency symbols that send distorted frequency and vibrations through the youth. So you got weak minded young ones that's out here, and they read up on those symbols that's on the walls and be like, well, where this come from? And you know, that's where they find an interest and then once they find the connection, not so much the interest, excuse me, they try to find a connection, and then it's a possibility that they can find an interest in gang affiliation, distorting the minds, you know, distorting the minds of the young ones. Then not only that, they write perverted things on these walls. They used to do a heavy up on the train tracks. They probably still do up on those old worn out train tracks that's pretty much vacant. They be doing a little graffiti work out there. But they be drawing all kinds of perverted things, man, distorting the minds of the youth and the people overall. You know what I mean? Because you got these grown folk out here who have mentals of a child. You know, they have mentals of a child. So yeah, you know, this is low frequency symbols. You know, compared to the high frequency symbols. You know, we deal with the real. We deal with the upliftment of the solar disk that's upon thy crown. We deal with that. We deal with the messages on high. None of the messages down here. You know what I'm saying? That has everything to do with manipulating your mind, blindsiding you, and taking you off course. Putting you in the realm of beliefs. And another thing, these women out here, you got these fake so-called black women. You know, some of them African. They be growing dreads and all of that, and they be they some of those African chicks, cause they not really our kind. They would be like a closer artificial being to us. You know what I mean? They would be like the pure duplicates of us. The pure, they would be next door to us when it comes to artificial beings. You know what I mean? They are the closest gene code to us. You know what I mean? But they have some of those African women and African men to look, because they look similar to us. They use them as pawns to implement that is and stamp that it's okay to deal with you know, species outside their race. So meanwhile, while you looking at an African man or African woman, they, you know, you got people of copper skin or what have you that actually look at this African man or this African woman as they own, not knowing that they're actually part of the artificial being. They're being used as a pawn. You know what I mean? Those African men and women are used as pawns because they dating, when they dating outside their which they're not really, they in the same species, but like I said before, the Africans are more close to us genetic wise than these other ethnicities out here. So they utilize them as pawns, like I said, to put this stigma, put this print or this stamp into the copper being's head that it's okay to date outside their race. And it's on YouTube with the madness. You know what I mean? The madness. So yeah, with that being said, it's a whole bunch of trickery out here, and if you ain't on point, and we should be knowing this by now. We shouldn't be fooled by what the so-called white man and white woman is throwing out here. And for those who are interested in Assassin's Creed, I was looking through Assassin's Creed 2, and it was showing, images, different art paintings and stuff like that. And I ran across a couple riddles and things like that. I'm gonna make a video on that explaining those riddles, because this one specific painting describes who's managing this planet, who's running this planet. There's a art painting that is showing who is ruling this planet and who got put in office to run the planet. I'm gonna make a video on that showing the artwork of that painting. You know what I mean? It's symbolic. And I'm gonna break that down. But yeah, this graffiti business is all low frequency vibrations that's trying to, get, distort the so-called black man and black woman's mind, and the young ones out here, you know, the young ones that represent our future. So they would be a knockoff version of the hieroglyphics that we, inscripted into those walls, that we burnt into those walls. We didn't use no tools. We didn't use no tools to put those symbols and stuff like that on the wall. We burnt it. All we had to do was just think about it. And when I mean burn, meaning that the ether, we basically projected those images on the wall by mental concentration. You know what I mean? From the solar disk. That's how we did that. That's how we did that, man. That's how we burnt those symbols onto those walls. And yeah, to say that, the reason why I say that too is because you got people out here who utilize tools to create certain objects and stuff like that. I used to do that work back in the day, using the wood sculptors and stuff like that. Like, I still got those joints all up in my drawer. But they collect dust, or certain things I need to scrape off, as far as like on furniture and walls and stuff like that. Like, I use that as a scraper. But to sum it all up, we don't need to utilize those tools, because those are tools that are utilized by humans. It's not for the immortal. It's not for the immortal beings. It's for the mortal beings. You know what I mean? We are immortal beings. We deal with high frequency symbols, high frequency hieroglyphs. Point blank, period. And another thing I want to say, this is another thing I want to bark up on, because you got, I ain't going to say no names, but you got this so-called brother talking about how the sun got captured and all of that. Ain't nobody capturing the sun. Period. How you gonna capture? First of all, how the white man and white woman gonna capture something that's ruling over them, that continue on ruling over them, that they get their directions from? They can't capture a damn thing. You know what I mean? They can't capture the damn sun. How can you capture that? They can try to, block certain things with these damn clouds and stuff like that. They can get their block on from time to time because they'll get their they little statutes and commands from the higher beings. But after that, it's like they be trying to block certain stuff. Not certain stuff. Let me be specific. They be trying to block the codes of the sun. So they try to receive it before we get to it. But that's where so much the sun is there for us to communicate, but in this in our own ability, we should be focusing on our suns that's within our vessel. Because we got multiple suns, in our vessel, which they call chakras. We have multiple solar discs running through our whole vessel. So yeah, this so-called brother talking about, the sun been captured, this and that and this. Ain't nobody capturing the sun, bruh. Never. Never. You know what I'm saying? And then they want to talk about his two sons. There ain't no two sons, man. There ain't no two sons. And that's another thing that they putting out here, that is two sons. Tuh. Man. If it was two sons, they wouldn't even be in accordance. They wouldn't even be so much aligned with each other. They'd be aligned, but they would be separately apart from each other if it was two sons. You know what I mean? You would think it's two sons because it's a screen that's actually projecting a shadow. So it's like something. It's like the sun is there, and then you have the shadow that's in front of the sun from the light codes, the light beams that's shooting through here. You know what I mean? When you see a circle, that's symmetrics, and that shape is dimensions. That ring signifies dimensions that's hitting all parts of the damn planet. So the way it don't look that way for nothing. Uh it has geometric dimensions that's being shown to serve a purpose onto the planet. So those codes can get to wherever it needs to get to. Cats talking about freaking two sons. It ain't no damn two sons. It's not. And the sun never gets captured. How you gonna capture highly mental beings, brainiac beings? How? How does that work? How? And I'm talking about humans. How mortals is going to capture something that's ruling over them that they get their directions to? Who they get their directions from? Excuse me. They get their directions, their commands, their duties from the ones that's up on high. You can't capture that. You know what I mean? Mortals can't capture that. With what? Artificial intelligence such as machinery, satellites. If those damn things got close to the sun, any machinery they utilize, those damn things would explode. The only real people is us. And even when we get close to these damn, the closer we get to the sunlight, and that's why we down here in these vessels, even though these are, organic vessels, it still has kinks within it, limits to it because we on this earth plane. You know what I mean? This this so-called human experience we live in is the terms and conditions of it. On why we here. You know what I mean? These bodies is showing us why we here. We are immortal beings outside the body, even in the body. But the body dies, the energy lives on continuously. You know? But graffiti, this graffiti business is there to distort the neighborhoods, the youth, the people, all in one. That's what they there for, to distort. Yeah, I'm gonna close this video. I'm thankful for what they call my subscribers, but you guys are definitely part of the regime. So I appreciate my regime for the support. Checking out my videos and actually listening, because it's never about money, none of that. I don't ask nobody for money. I ask for no donations, and if I do set up a donation, best know that it's going toward a great cause. A great cause. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing wrong with the donation link and none of that, but if it ain't going towards, building, like I always say, if it ain't going towards that or assisting in some form of fashion to advance the soul beings, ain't no point in having no damn donation link. And a lot of these cats, man, they make videos and stuff like that just to get a feed, off of likes. They get a feed off of likes, and when they don't get the likes that they want, and they get dislikes or whatever, they try to block it. You know what I mean? So nobody won't see the dislikes of their damn video, because they know that they videos is advertising falsehood. It's nothing but falsehood. These guys are players, man. They are players within YouTube, man. These guys are fake. Fake as all hell. They ain't about that life at all. You know what I mean? They talk a good game, but they don't be about it. These guys still talking about aliens and stuff like that. Still talking about the damn Palladians, UFOs on a mundane level. Like, they not breaking it down. They not doing nothing, man. And another thing, I was looking up before I go. I was looking up this cat Yada, because it's this young lady I know, and she was hyping him up low key on a gram, and I'm like, that dude is a mole. And I never really heard. I heard somewhat of him, but I really ain't go in depth with checking out his background, checking out his vessel. And this guy is fully tatted up. He looked like a hood dude, and he got Dr. Sebi, Nipsey Hussle, and him on this art painting. And in my head, I'm like, this guy is pathetic, man. He's a con artist. And that's what they do. They knock Dr. Sebi out the way so these intruders can manifest. So these bacteria, germ infested bastards can intrude, you know what I mean? And distort the intelligence of herbs, medicines, and things of that nature. The integrity of food. These cats, they say, oh, well, this handles the immune system and things like that. It enhances the cells, but they don't never tell you how. They don't never break it down on how these things work. You know what I mean? They always hitting a replay button on themselves. And then because it looked good how they fashioned it, you got these niggas and niggettes sit up there liking every damn thing and don't question nothing because how it was fashioned. You know what I mean? The sheep going towards the wolves, man. Cause this is what these dudes are. That dude Yada, man, he's a wolf. He's a wolf, man. In a sense of being deceiving. Because the wolf has many meanings. And that's why I say things in different images, different symbolism have have multi-dimensional meanings. So in this case, man, he's a wolf bastard. You know what I'm saying? A deceiving one. He deceiving his own. And he fully tatted up. You know what I mean? He don't got no tats on his face. Maybe he do. Low key. But I can see his eyes. His eyes is dark. You know what I mean? He's a hood nigga. He's a hood nigga. You know what I mean? It is what it is, man. If y'all don't get it now, man, y'all ain't gonna get it never, man. These guys, read these guys like a book, man. And these chicks. These chicks is weak out here, man. They weak. But yeah, this is my little video, whatever. You know, I appreciate the regime for listening and, you know, watching. Which ain't really nothing to watch. I just need my people to listen to the message. You know what I'm saying? Have some discernment within the message. You know, judge me at all times. I don't mind being judged by those who on that high vibration level. Don't judge me if you effing up all in the game. That don't make sense. You know what I mean? But yeah, I observe everybody. That's it. Non is it, non-ascension. Peace.